What's up, fuckers?
There it is, Cole Romo and Justin.
Welcome back to another episode, St. Patty's Special.
St. Patty's Day, what sounds do leprechauns make? Do they make any sounds? Or am I they just
don't go after me, Lucky Charms.
There you go. That's perfect. I wanted to try to do an accent, but I can't do an accent. Mine's like a really bad Conor McGregor that kind of sounds Australian.
Oh, so can you do the who the fuck are?
No, who the fuck are you? No, it's so bad.
Who the fuck is that guy?
But it's absolutely terrible. So we are in the green spirit. Everyone that's on video, we really had to emphasize with some of the green shit. We got Lucky Charms over here, because fuck you, Lucky Charms. We got kettle. We'll get to that. We covered Leprechaun today. We got the Kettle brand potato chips that are just a green bag.
Green, but I'm wearing green. He's wearing green. You know what else is green? Dos Equis.
Dos Equis is green.
Oh,
my shirt says "I mustache you for a beer."
Mine's a Nike shirt.
Is it a Jet shirt?
I also got a Jets jacket.
Is.
Yeah, so
you got a Guinness up here too. I know Guinness usually isn't where Dos Equis people, but
yeah,
got the Guinness out here because St. Patty's Day wouldn't be complete without a Guinness.
That's
I guess
absolutely
I'll be drinking
true.
it out of the. I'll drink it out of the.
Oh fuck! I do have a tall glass, baby. Can I have a tall glass just a tall glass for Romo, please?
Pour a brewski.
Yeah.
The Guinness just tastes different in a glass.
I think we have tall, like that right there. On the right side.
Just that tall glass. Absolutely, the clear
right
glass.
side onto your. Oh, is that a champagne?
Oh no! What you pointed out the first time.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Perfect. Now I gotta do like the cool pour.
That's a Disney glass too, bro.
This is perfect. Thank you, Hannah.
That's a Disney
Hannah's
glass.
the best. I need a glass when I'm drinking a Guinness. That's just how I need to do it. I'm
excited for this episode. It's gonna be fun. You know, we're not taking this movie too seriously because it's. I mean, let's be real. It's not really intelligent or anything like that. I like it though.
It's funny.
I like it.
If y'all didn't hear me the first time, we were covering Leprechaun today on the St. Patty's Day. This episode out on St. Patty's Day.
But before we get to that, also, I think in the last episode, I said that Michelle Halloween's episode was going to be this week. Didn't realize it was going to be St. Patrick's Day.
So we hit him with a flip.
Yeah, so this is going to be out. And then Michelle Halloween's episode is going to be next week.
We got that one geared up in the archives, ready
to go. It's already ready to go.
It's ready to go. We're going to be hyping that up after this. We just wanted to get our green energy in, all that good stuff.
I'm all about my green.
Justin is money.
I'm all about my stimmy hit too, yo.
Stimmy hit. Biden bucks.
Oh.
The old Biden bucks. That will go into buying a new putting mat and sports gambling probably.
Oh yeah, I'll probably be. I already
spent. You have a wedding coming up, so you playing.
I already spent $1,200 on gambling.
He's lying. He didn't.
Okay.
Hannah's in the room, and he wanted to see her reaction.
Yeah, she looked at me like I was crazy.
She was about
Did you see that tweet? There was this guy who was like, I told my wife that we make too much money, but we don't. So now I have $2,800.
we didn't make enough money to qualify, or we make too much money to get the stimmy. Yeah. And so he just took that and put it in his bank account.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's playing checkers. He's playing chess.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a good man. That's a good man. I look up to that man. I will find him one day.
I look up to actual role models. Justin looks up to Twitter trolls. This is how this always goes. Justin looks up to incarcerated Bob on Twitter.
Hey man,
Twitter.
That's that dude's. He's
Justin tweets at this guy every other day.
Every other week.
Every other week.
Every other week. Cause he's a Jets fan. And I bug him about the Jets. Sometimes he'll reply and cause he's this dude has inside information. He'll tweet shit a day before it happens, and then I could probably bet on it and I'd probably win. I should probably start doing that.
You should. I'm surprised you haven't.
Yeah.
Instead of doing catch-all parlays.
Hey, my parlays the other day hit saved my ass.
Got some good parlays going.
Yeah, right now too. Right now.
We got some active right now. Always got some action on the board. If those on video, y'all are probably seeing that Justin's got a big water on him. So
I'm trying to lose 20 pounds by the wedding.
Yep.
So I'm actually not going to be sipping on beer.
Yep.
I will chug this for the sake because this wouldn't be a pillar episode without a chugging of beer.
Exactly.
So I have to do that. And plus, one beer is not going to hurt me too bad.
Yeah, it's a good pleasure to have one beer every once in a while, especially if you're trying to lose weight. It gets that craving, so now you're going to be good so you can drink it up at the wedding. We go to the wedding.
It's an open bar.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be
hammered.
Slammered.
Are you
what I was going to say.
You gonna stay at the hotel there?
I'm gonna stay wherever my body puts me down to rest.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
So probably a hotel.
Yeah. Oh, we got discounted rates over there. Or you can stay at the Chateau Mont Suite.
Yeah, no free ads.
Yeah. You can stay at the Chateau Mont Suite with Madison. The suites are nice.
Yeah, we're probably gonna do it. Chateau Mont. In Atlanta, that's a really nice winery for y'all that aren't familiar with Atlanta. It's all the way north of Atlanta.
Make love all night.
That's what
y'all should do.
That's what the hotel's for. Y'all should too. You're getting married.
Yeah, I mean we will, but y'all should for sure. Yeah,
for sure.
But with that said, let's get to our sponsors for the night. We're gonna go ahead and start off with Kosi Jew. This dude is he's already sent us the stuff for. Oh my god, yo, we got some dope shit.
A logo. Banner enthusiast.
Yes, got this done. Also, we got this new animation done for our. I'm gonna tell you. This is one thing I'm telling you. We got a new animation done for our intro. Mm-hmm. Not gonna tell you who did it. Not gonna tell you how it's done. But it is here, and it's not gonna be out this episode. But we're gonna. One of the things that we're doing is a makeover with Haunt Junkies.
Oh yeah, home makeover.
Y'all ready?
Really, the pillar set makeover is what it is. That is why Haunt Junkies is one of our is our main sponsor, because
seriously
they're gifting us with stuff to help us grow and help us be more official.
And just with that said, we're gonna be presenting for them for their Golden Ghost Awards. So I know that most people that follow us, you guys are into horror just as much as we are. I don't know if you guys watch. I don't know if you guys go to haunts as much as we do, because we go every year. Even last year during the pandemic.
Even ones not during Halloween. You can find haunts that don't go on during Halloween.
And that's what they do. They review them. They love them. They do everything that's like that has anything to do with haunts.
Yep.
And now
the award show will be up. We'll be announcing on it. So check us out on it, but also check out Haunt Junkies and everyone else that's participating.
Yes.
It's gonna be crazy.
They're gonna be putting up new YouTube videos as well. Woo! So. I'm ready to work, you know what I'm saying? So
it's gonna be fire. And so with that being said, I feel like we covered Haunt Junkies there. Our last but not least, Brandon Jack and Just Be Kicking It. He killed me with the shorts the other day when I was trying to guess the short colors. I guessed from our pillar account and my account. Justin was about to start making burner accounts.
I did make a burner account. I forgot what the name was.
Oh my god.
Was it?
So we were just guessing left to right because we knew what the colors were, because we had fucked up and missed it.
Let me look, because I did make a.
We had missed it, and so we finally got it because Brandon told us, because we couldn't guess anymore. But I was like, fuck, I'd rather have not known and just been wrong 3 times.
I should have just made a burner and not told him.
Yeah, you should have. Like Jets fan 69 or something. That would have been cool. That would have been real cool.
He would have known
nice
right away. I don't remember what I said though, but he knew, and then he blocked me. What an asshole!
That sounds like something he would do to you.
Oh my god!
Did you find what your name is?
I hate you.
Oh my bad. Never mind. We'll continue with this. So Brandon, the shorts are going to be out soon. Check out the shorts.
You're such an
For people that don't know, I took Justin's phone while we were setting everything up and sent group text to one of our buddies that said I like wiener. So he just saw it during the episode, which is exactly what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
So looking at his phone during the episode. Submission accomplished.
I was looking for a text, and I happened to have seen that.
Early April Fools, bitch.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Well,
right. Thank you to Brandon. Thank you to Haunt Junkies. Thank you to Kosi.
Yes, let's get it.
Let's chug our beers, Justin. One thing I need to do was on video. I got a beer opener.
Is that a bottle opener on your shirt?
Patent pending bottle opener on my shirt.
Oh my god, bro!
No one knows how efficient it is. We're gonna see if it works.
It does.
Ooh. Oh, a little beer spillage on my shirt too, Justin.
Thank you, sir.
I will pop yours too. It's really like, if you were out, this isn't like super convenient.
You popping my chair?
Jesus Christ! It's really not convenient when you're out, because you're just putting your shirt all over someone's drink if it's not your drink. So it's a cool party favor to do like once, and then people are like, it's just a little weird. He has beer all over his shirt now. Cool. And
nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it at all. But
yes. Cheers, bro.
Cheers to you chugging and then sipping on water, and me getting a Guinness after this.
Yeah, I also got some nuts.
Some planter. He's eating some planter Mr. Peanut nuts.
This video is brought to you by Planters and Peanuts.
Planters Peanuts. Get your nuts when you can.
Stay thirsty. Okay.
I'm the worst at chugging beers. I wish I was good at it. Every time
You shotgun pretty well though.
I shotgun well, but that's like a forced thing. The shotgunning is like a forced thing. Chugging out of a glass bottle.
Yeah.
Woo!
I know some dude that shotguns in 30 seconds. It's super fast. Wow.
In 30 seconds?
30 seconds, yeah.
That's the longest
Yeah,
I've ever... Oh, I got you now. I got you now. I catch your drift.
Yeah.
Go fast as fuck.
That's fast as shit, bro.
Fast like movie Cars.
Yeah. Oh, she just watched that for the first time.
Good movie. Are
you eating grilled cheese?
And it's got grilled cheese on it.
Oh my god, I forgot to make my grilled cheese the other day, bro. I can't do it now that I'm on a diet.
I made a double stack pepper jack grilled cheese. It hit different.
Shout out to Jack Harlow.
Yeah. Hit different. He put me on that. And grilled cheese changed my life. I'm not a big grilled cheese person. Real big grilled cheese person now. Fantastic. All right. With that being said, Justin, let's get into what we're really here for. To talk about Leprechaun. And whether we enjoy it, we're going to give it a pillar point system rating also at the end of this. So
we're talking about Kevin Hart. Oh, never mind. You said
Leprechaun. Yeah. Oh man.
Okay.
God, if he knew who we were, he'd be angry.
He would.
Oh man.
Well, he jokes about people all the time.
Oh yeah, that was fantastic. He would have appreciated it.
Yeah.
To know that someone randomly in Georgia is making fun of him.
I love him. Actually, talk about role models. Like him and Dwayne Johnson are for real. Those are two of my biggest role models.
Oh yeah, they're big time.
Yeah. So
Kevin Hart as the Leprechaun would be fun, but
yes.
So who we actually have playing the Leprechaun is Warwick Davis. Mm-hmm. So this movie came out in 1993. It was made on $1 million. Box office was $8.6 million. So modest.
Pretty good
for 93.
For 93 too.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, so 800% gain on your budget, which is really incredible. It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good. So 800% gain on your movie. Also, spotlight some of the cast. Jennifer Aniston's first theatrical movie. She was always hot, but this was when she was being seen on camera and people started catching her out of the corner of their eye, some may say.
She's so fine.
She's very fun. So her being so
she doesn't age.
Nope, she doesn't.
God. Hey babe.
Even at 50.
If I have a question. If we're allowed, if she said yes, would you have a threesome with Jennifer Aniston?
Can I cut you off there? And just not, Hannah, you don't have to answer that question.
What? Can you please
You don't have to answer that question.
I need to know.
Jennifer Aniston.
She said no.
Jennifer Aniston started catching everyone's eye after this. That's when Friends really picked up. But this was her first theatrical movie, right? So,
yeah.
What did you think of her?
First of all, I know that you. Before we were talking about this.
Well, don't just throw my opinion.
Oh yeah. I fuck with this movie, man. It's one of those. It's a fun horror, not necessarily the smartest, or whatever. But it's a fun horror movie. So.
That was my Guinness.
Nice. Did you shake it, bro?
It's nitro infused, so it does this.
Yeah. How's it taste?
It's good. It's fun.
Good.
So what were you saying? Before I rudely interrupted.
Oh no, you're fine. Seriously, you're okay. It's fun. So, I fuck with it a lot. I enjoyed it. It's one of those cheesy, corny movies that you watch.
Almost like the definition of a horror B movie.
Yeah. I think that for me, it's hard to make a horror flick that's based off of another holiday. Except for Halloween. Right? I think I've never seen a good Christmas horror movie. I've never seen a good...
I'm going to stop you on the Christmas horror movie because there's tons of good Christmas horror movies.
Good ones?
Yes, Krampus is fantastic.
We did an episode on that. I don't think...
I love Krampus.
You thought it was intelligent?
Why does intelligent mean it's good?
Huh?
It can be good without being intelligent. Yeah. You said Terrifier's good.
Yeah. No. That's not what I meant though. I meant when I say like in a good way, obviously like my opinion of good is different. Like or my favorites doesn't have to be like the best movie. Like I think it's. Good.
I think Krampus is a really good movie. I think it's a really. I don't see how it's not. It's got mythology to it. It's got a really cool creature design. It's got great acting. Mm-hmm. It's fun. What would you rate that on a pillar point system? For being a Christmas horror movie, like a 4 out of 5. I love that movie. It's really good. Super high. I know a lot. I mean, I've seen for me. I feel like the horror community is. 4 out of 5 would be really high for that film for me because I think they did Christmas horror fantastic. Christmas horror is not easy to hit. You got to think Black Christmas was good. 1974 really good. Better Watch Out is fantastic. I don't know if you've seen Better Watch Out. It's kind of like the twist on the babysitter type film, but it's set in Christmas and snow and everything. It is really good. There's a lot of good Christmas horror movies. Christmas, because it has like that jolly feel to it, and then it can get dark. It can go from that light to dark feel. Yeah. But I agree with you completely in that. I mean, let's think Valentine's Day. There's Valentine's Day horror films, but like I don't love them. My Bloody Valentine is a good movie, not the remake. The original I think is better than the remake. There's a movie called Valentine that I've seen. It's a pretty good movie, but it's an old slasher. I think it's an 80s slasher. It's like there's not a ton to pick from. I think also is what you're getting to. I just think it's hard to make them like good based off, and I'm saying that based off of what we are able to choose from. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of horror films, right, from back in the day. But when we're talking about like a horror film that's based off of another holiday, unless it's Halloween. That's literally that. I don't know why it's difficult. Well, like it's St. Patty's Day is really hard because what do you have to work with, right? You have Leprechaun. You have Leprechaun to work with. There's like other theology, mythology when it comes to like that. I guess you could bring in like Irish mythology, and that's kind of like, but then you're getting away from the holiday, right? Yeah. If we're talking like elves running around, like. Leprechaun's the best thing you think, but The Hallow was another movie. I was like, we could do that for St. Patty's Day. It's not a St. Patty's holiday movie or like a Leprechaun movie like what we're covering, but it's a movie that has like Irish folklore. So like that's the closest we can get. But you're right. Like what really do we have to pick from on St. Patty's Day? You have a Leprechaun to pick from. I have a question. So are you saying that Krampus is good? Based off of other Christmas horrors? No. Or are you just saying that Krampus is just good in general? I think Krampus is a really good movie. So would you rank that in like your top favorites? It's one of my favorite. It is not like your top 5 or top 10 or anything like that. It's one of my favorite horror movies to go back and watch. Yes. Yeah. Okay. 100%. I would watch that. Okay. Krampus is a staple. I watch Krampus every single year during Christmas. Like maybe not on Christmas Day, but during that time, I watch Krampus. I have to. I know a lot of people actually. Yeah, because I watch Halloween Town every Halloween. Mm-hmm. I watch Elf every Christmas. I get it. And I think Krampus has more of like a horror feel to it than like a Halloween Town does. Like I don't think kids could watch Krampus. Oh no, Halloween Town's not a horror. I'm just saying that for holidays, like those are like the things like. Well, like you're exactly right. There's a bigger array of things you can do around Halloween, which is the day that the dead live and cross over. So there's a lot you can do with Halloween. You could do, and with Halloween, I think it's like. Kind of, it goes both ways, right? Like, you know how with Christmas movies, you can make like a really fun, loving movie. Yeah. That has like and you can make a horror movie. I watched you can also do good Christmas movies this season. Oh, yeah, I love Christmas movies. Yeah. Literally one of my favorites. Especially new ones. Like, there's some, we'll talk about it after this because it's not really part of the plot, but there's some good ones. But, Halloween goes both ways, right? So, did you watch Hubie Halloween? Did you ever watch Hubie? I loved Hubie Halloween. Yeah. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah. And I love Adam Sandler. Yeah, me too. So the references to all his films. I enjoyed Hubie Halloween a lot. I wish we covered it. We could cover it. That would have been fun. We could not cover Halloween at that time, but maybe we'll do it next. That would be fun to bring around. Yeah. Yeah. We'll put that in our comment. We'll write that down. Yeah. But because I fucking. Did you like it? You can talk, right? Anytime I ask you a question, you like never. Justin's talking to Hannah, yeah. So you just always nod your head yes or no. Like it's okay to talk.
You good?
Yeah, I just don't like interrupting.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
If I'm
Justin does
I
it
try
all
and
the time.
stay, like I'm cooking over here. I got eggs on the
Yeah.
stove. I'm trying not to make noise.
Yeah. So, no, but I loved it. And like, I think when it comes to like, and that goes, what I was trying to say is they go both ways. Halloween, like QB Halloween isn't scary.
Right.
It's like it's a fun Halloween movie.
Yeah.
So anyway, we just completely diverted.
We were talking holiday. We were talking holiday films, so
Yeah.
it was like a diversion, but within the same. We were in the same lane. But how do you think like Leprechaun did with being a horror movie that was confined to a holiday?
I mean, like I said, I enjoyed it a lot. Like I wouldn't put it. Actually, probably my favorite St. Patty's Halloween movie.
Yeah, because there are not many.
Yeah, right. So it would be my favorite of all of them.
I agree. I really enjoy this movie. There are moments of it that drag to watch, in my opinion. I'm watching it and I'm like, how does this movie have an hour and a half runtime?
Yeah, it's like weird, right? Because, alright, sorry, keep going.
I don't know, my thing just fell over my face, but I'm just gonna keep rolling.
Love it.
But it's like, basically, like Warwick Davis does a great job as the Leprechaun. The special effects on his face, I actually think are good. As a kid, I was scared to watch this film because I saw the cover of the movie and it scared me. So I was like, ooh, the Leprechaun's scary, like that's just gonna scare me. I'm gonna think he's under my bed or in my closet or something like that. Now that I've watched the film so many times, obviously you get desensitized to it, but I remember watching it and I was like, why the hell was I scared of this guy? Like he's just throwing out like cheesy one-liners, kind of trying to be like a leprechaun, but that does one-liners like Freddy and Chucky do. So I was like, and that's part of my quirk for the movie, right? Is I referenced that they're trying to do that same unique one-liner style. But it's that movie to me, I really enjoyed it, but I don't think it brought anything new to the table outside of being a St. Patty's Day horror film. I think there's a lot of things that I've noticed just from watching it that they pull from so many different movies. And I know there's horror tropes that you can't be unique and create something completely new. But that's like all that movie was. Like I can't watch that movie and say, outside of the Leprechaun, there was really something unique. And that's just kind of how I felt.
I mean, yeah, you told me earlier, you feel like it was, you feel like Lep was a mix of Freddy Krueger and Chucky, right?
Like trying to be, like the, and not in appearance, but like just
the fact he kind of does, right?
Yeah, I mean, his face looks a little messed up, so yeah, why not?
And he's like a doll, like he's literally, he's like 2'3".
Yeah, but it was more so in the fact he's always throwing one-liners out there, and eventually you're just like, it feels so forced. So like I enjoyed the movie, I just don't think it's that great of a movie.
Yeah.
I'm never itching to go watch it again. The acting is atrocious in parts, but then you and I talked about it. Ozzy and Alex,
my favorite.
They're fantastic.
Ozzy's awesome.
They have character arcs, they have good lines, and they have purpose in the film.
Those two, for sure.
Where it just feels like Jennifer Aniston and Nathan they're sitting at the diner for so much of the movie, or they're chasing / running away from the Leprechaun.
Nathan sucks.
Nathan's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know why he was in that movie.
He also, the thing that really bothered me, and if you notice this at the end, is he's wearing like a jean jacket Sherpa and jeans and carrying a shotgun around. So I'm just like, were they trying to make this guy like Tommy Jarvis from Jason Part 6? Like that's exactly, like it's the same outfit, and it really bothered me. And I was like, oh my god, like his hair didn't look like this later in the movie than it did in the beginning. I'm like, did they just like halfway through the filming decide, hey, this guy looks like Tommy Jarvis, so we're gonna just try to carry the same look to him? That's a popular look.
I mean, if it sounds as if, and I don't know, we could probably research this, but it sounds as if they just took a bunch of stuff from a bunch of different movies. Or like they were very, very, very heavily influenced by movies prior to making this one.
They may have been very heavily influenced, like, and realized, hey, these things are popular. Let's just put it all like in one movie, and we do have this unique idea to have a leprechaun that runs around and tries to kill people. Also, not the scariest horror villain by any means. Like,
nah, but he's cool.
He's cool. He's kind of fun. Like fun to the point where you can have all these sequels later that two of them he's in the hood, one of them he's in space.
One of them gotta watch that. That would be funny.
Oh my god, they're insane. Leprechaun in the Hood actually is not that bad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy shit, but the acting is good. There's actually characters you care about, and that's all you can ask for.
I feel like I've seen it before.
But
I was just telling him because I told him earlier, I was like, I don't think I've seen this. But you're like, I thought you did. And I was like, yeah, I have. I think it was just a very long time ago. And I think same with the Leprechaun in the Hood. I think I've seen that before. But, going back to what you were saying about being scared while you were scared before. Mm-hmm. I mean, you were what, like 5, 6?
Oh yeah, probably between 6 and 10 was when I realized it was out right before I was born. So I'm dating myself, but it was out right before I was born. So the 6 to 10 was when I was always seeing it in Blockbuster and stuff. And you'd walk by and Hellraiser scared the shit out of me from the cover because you see all the covers and I'm like, oh, this is scary as shit. Same with Fright Night. That was always a scary cover. But the Leprechaun was the same one. I'm like, if I saw a Leprechaun cover, my dad would jokingly be like, hey, y'all want to get this one? And I'll be like, no, don't want to get it. I'm fine. Don't want to see it.
No.
So
well, I mean, that's part. You're also young, so that's probably why. I was scared of a lot of shit when I was young.
Yeah.
I was like, but it is what it is. I gotta I think I was scared. At one point, I think I was scared of Barney.
That's a tall motherfucker.
You know what I mean?
That's a tall motherfucker.
It happens.
Barney walks up in my house, I'd be worried too. Yeah, I mean, Barney's a scary motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, not anymore. But and then I was scared of him at one point, and then I ended up just watching him all the time. I think you can ask my mom. So she had probably 6, 7, 8. I don't know. I had a shit ton of Barney VHSs. Barney's like, I love you, you love me. You remember that? I don't know.
Of course I remember that. What do you mean I don't remember that?
I don't just fucking know, man.
Everyone knows Barney's song. Jesus Christ,
bro.
So
I want to know, because of, you said, so Krampus is, you said you liked it a lot. Mm-hmm. What about that what about Krampus did you makes you like it versus not making you like Leprechaun as much as Krampus? So
Krampus incorporated a lot of the Christmas spirit into the film, uses a lot more mythology, not to mention it has a bigger budget when it comes to character design. Yeah. The acting is way better.
Well, I mean, you have you have Adam and
we've talked about that extensively in the episode. But what I didn't like that Leprechaun did is it's not really the only way it's a holiday horror film is because it has a leprechaun. Yeah. Outside of that, there's 4-leaf clovers in there, which we all as kids love to go pick. So they got 4-leaf clovers in there. That is Lep's weakness, we find out. So that ends up being something that drives the rest of the movies also, is how do we defeat the leprechaun? It's okay, the 4-leaf clovers have to be a part of it. Because in the beginning of the film, you kick it off with he kills the wife. Yep, he kills the wife and then uses her as a ventriloquist dummy, which is kind of creepy, but also a little weird. And then Dan O'Grady gets him into the box and seals it with 4-leaf clover so he can't get out because that stops his powers. But he's still able to use his powers to give him a heart attack, which basically he uses powers to cause Dan to have a heart attack. And then we kick off the film and we go into where Ozzy and Alex find the gold, and Ozzy gets tricked into opening the box up, and then Leprechaun's there, wants to shine his shoes and go find his gold, all that. So that's his whole purpose, whole film, is he wants to find his gold. He has 100 shillings of gold, or whatever you want to call them. Ozzy has eaten one. So this whole time, Jennifer Aniston and Nathan don't know why the Leprechaun's really chasing them or coming after them. Turns out it's because Ozzy has one of the gold shillings. And he's just looking for his gold, so he's just killing anyone that's in his way of his gold.
Mm-hmm. So, mainly because it doesn't really refer to a St. Paddy's.
It doesn't really do much with St. Paddy's Day, which is fine. It's great for St. Paddy's Day because we're staring at a leprechaun box, or leprechaun on a box of Lucky Charms. But that's not why I don't like it. I mean, there's plenty of films like Halloween happens on Halloween night. Krampus happens on Christmas, but all those incorporate those incorporate the holiday into the film. Like you have masks, like Michael Myers walking around with a mask on is not unusual because it's Halloween and people wearing masks. No matter what day of the year, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's St. Patty's Day, there's a leprechaun running around, that's normal. Like, that's never normal.
No, yeah.
So, like, what do you...
Well, neither in Krampus. Like, having a monster run around town isn't normal.
On Christmas. But on Christmas, like, I understand that, but it is a Christmas folklore. Like, this is on St. Patty's Day, yes, but, like basically it fits more. Like, St. Pat... I mean, that just gets more into the leprechaun thing. Like, is it St. Patty's Day when they're in space? Do we know? Or is it just a leprechaun in space?
Is that a thing?
Yes, it's a movie.
Isn't it a leprechaun in space?
There's Leprechaun, Leprechaun 2, Leprechaun 3 is in Vegas, Leprechaun 4 I think is Lep in the Hood, and then there's Lep in the Hood 2.
People really fuck with this movie. This is how, like...
No, I like all the sequels more. They're more fun to watch. I mean, they're not good, but they're more fun to watch. Lep in Space is ridiculous. If you watched it, you'd be like, what kind of fucking small budget set are they going for here? It's almost like... It's really dumb and ridiculous, but if you want a really ridiculous movie, go watch Leprechaun in Space. And then they go Leprechaun Origins, which is the one WWE made, and had Hornswoggle play the Leprechaun in that film, which isn't even close to the same Leprechaun as we get here. Like, it doesn't talk, it's more of a mythological, like, creature running around trying to kill people that doesn't talk. It's just like a beast. And then you get Leprechaun Returns, which is not played by Warwick Davis, and that's later down the road, but that's actually not too long ago. I think that was a few years ago. So they have all that, but like, so I'm talking a bunch about how I feel about the film, but what do you really, tell me what you really like about the film, Justin, and just expand on that.
So I know he said that for me, I mean, he said the acting wasn't good. I personally thought the acting was great.
Well, Ozzy and Alex were great.
Yeah, well, yeah. I still thought Jennifer Aniston was good. Not necessarily Nathan. And whoever played the Leprechaun, he's creepy.
Warwick Davis?
Yeah. He did a good job. I mean, like, it's corny. It's your typical... So, this movie is your typical corny horror movie. Like, it's got everything you could ask for as far as, like... Or maybe not corny. Well, it is corny, but what's the word I'm looking for?
It's a classic B movie. Like
yeah. That is what it is, and I enjoyed it a lot. It's like how I enjoy the Terrifier, although I wouldn't put those on the same level. But like, not at all. It's like one of those movies that you just watch. Like I would, now that I've seen this. I don't know, 10, like over a decade later, like, because it's been such a long time since I've seen this movie. I'll probably watch this every March, you know what I mean? Like
it's fun to watch every
Yeah. I think it's just, to me, it's a fun movie. You have, even though it's a B movie, you have an A-list actor in there who was not an A-list actor during the time. Or, like, not quite yet.
Not even close.
Yeah.
It was our first movie.
Yeah.
It was our first theatrical movie.
Even then, she did a good job. There's a reason why she started booking shit after this movie. Not because, like, it's because, I mean, she's a good actor. She's a good actress. She did a good job.
She is a great actress, but I don't think this movie was what people are like, oh, she blew the doors off. No one said she blew the doors off of Leprechaun, so we're going to start hiring her.
Yeah.
She's a good actress, and she's very attractive, and she started opening up in roles, but I don't think this was a movie that, like, someone was like, have y'all seen Jennifer Aniston in Leprechaun?
Yeah.
That we have to hire her.
Well, so, going off of that, I don't think you ever see a horror actor, you don't ever see them, like, you go, oh, okay, we have to hire this person on this film. Even Patrick Wilson. I think he's a great actor, but you don't go, oh, he's a great actor, so or he did really good in a horror film, so I'm gonna hire him for this.
I think Jamie Lee Curtis had a lot of doors open by Halloween.
Okay.
I think she had a lot of doors open by Halloween.
That's very fair. Mm-hmm. But also, like, going off of, like, 1978 and then doing, like, since then, can you name anybody else?
Nancy Thompson in Nightmare on Elm Street. got a ton of opportunities in the genre after Nightmare on Elm Street.
So,
like,
no,
she's like
what I mean,
legend.
that's not what, no. So, like, I get what I'm saying is like, do you ever take a horror, like a person who starts off in a horror film, you ever seen an actor who goes from a horror and now is an Oscar nominee?
So, like, maybe not so much right down into, well, that's also different because horror doesn't get the love and Oscar levels, and we've stated that, so I think that's unfair to say. That's unfair to say because thrillers absolutely, but pure horrors, they're not going to get Oscar love. They're just not. That's not how the Oscars do.
No,
just
but
like
what I mean is
just how the Grammys like funnel people. But there's tons of people that have Oscar-worthy nominees in thrillers.
Yeah.
The Joker is technically a thriller.
Yeah.
Shutter Island is a thriller.
I don't mean it as in are there Oscar nominees in horror? I meant as in as just from an actor standpoint. You said that Jennifer Aniston wasn't high, this didn't blow the doors off of her, right? And what I mean is like now she's acting in other movies.
Yeah, and I don't think her Leprechaun performance was the reason for that, and by any means.
Okay.
I mean, watching it, I just didn't feel like she didn't give an emotional performance. She doesn't really have all she does is really she's kind of just the damsel in distress the entire movie. There's like 2 chase scenes that go on way too long, where she runs around for like 10 minutes combined. Yeah. She runs around the hospital. She runs around the woods forever.
Yeah.
She just hides behind Nathan for the last 30 minutes of the film while he's just shooting reckless shotgun shots. I think her character is this Californian spoiled girl that can't be out in the wilderness or wherever, in the woods or wherever they are. So, I don't think her character has any development at all. I don't think and I love Jennifer Aniston, but there's nothing that she does in this film, in my opinion, to really jump off the page. Yeah. The reason we talked about Ozzy and Alex, I feel like, is because they jumped off the page.
Yeah.
Nathan jumped off the page in a bad way. Nathan just was terrible.
That movie probably could have gone the whole movie without him.
Yep.
I think the only reason he would be in, I think the only reason he was in that movie, or why he's good in that movie, is just for the beginning, where she's about to go to the hotel, and he goes, it's funny how girls are scared of spiders and dust but that could have been anybody.
No, it's absolutely terrible dialogue.
Yeah, it could have been anybody could have said that. That's the only thing he was good for in that movie.
Yeah, just to be the boy love interest, because that's what you apparently needed to have.
Yeah, he sucks. But going off of that, with everything that I did enjoy it, but there are things that I probably could have gone without. Lep was chasing Tori in a gurney.
Yeah.
This dude this guy is magic. He throughout the movie they show how fast he runs. Mm-hmm. Why are you chasing Tori in a gurney? And
he chooses to transport himself by the gurney at one point, leaving the hospital to run where they are to catch up to Jennifer Aniston. At one point there, he's in a box car, go-kart, and then he busts out of the barn in a box cart of some sort also. So I'm like, I thought he'd just be able to teleport. So that's just me.
But I think that's a writer's thing, right? So it's the actors are in there, don't get to choose. It's just what was written on paper. So it's so this dude is he's fucking chasing this girl on a fucking gurney. Mm-hmm. He's magic. He can just run, and he's fast as shit. Also,
he's stopping people's hearts.
Yeah, you could what's the point of chasing somebody? I can do at the beginning of the movie, he made Daniel O'Grady had a heart attack, right? Like you said, without touching him. Why are you chasing them?
Yeah, it's
I could give you a heart attack right now if I had that power.
Also, my favorite thing he does do in that Leprechaun does do in the film, though, is at least he gets creative. I know, he's not a scary horror villain, by any means. I didn't think.
Yeah. No.
Once you watch the film, you're like, he's really not like a scary. Like he's actually one of the most least intimidating. Or he's probably one of the least intimidating horror villains you get. Yeah. But
he's creepy though.
He's creepy. He looks creepy, and like if you still ran across him and it wasn't a film that didn't seem to take him too seriously, then I'd feel differently. But he killed someone with a pogo stick at one point, which is hilarious. But that's Michael Myers is not killing someone with a pogo stick. He's not a serious killer out there. That's exactly why there are 2 people he kills by breaking their necks in the movie. Like it's not like gruesome. There are gruesome kills throughout the film, and throughout the series, but big difference. And Terrifier trying to be a gruesome grindhouse, art house film, and like purposely going 110% on that, and Leprechaun being 110% a B movie. But Warwick Davis kills it, I think. That's the last
I think he did a really good job. I know you didn't think, I think Jennifer Aniston did a good job. One of those, you talk about her development. She was this girl who came from the city, who thought she was in New Mexico. They're in North Dakota. She's in this house. She's in like, bumfuck nowhere, which is something that she's not used to. And then she ends up almost spending the whole movie in the fucking woods.
But does she do anything besides like run around and be scared?
I mean, what else is she supposed to do? What does she do?
Talk about any other final girl. I mean, she doesn't even be a final girl. Who ends up killing Lep or like getting rid of Lep? It's Alex and Ozzy.
Alex.
Yeah, so she's definitely not a final girl.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know if that's what they were trying to do. But like, there are so many women in horror that stand up to the villain and conquer the villain and try to fight back. She doesn't even get close to that.
She kind of did towards the end, right? She starts digging up the gold from the well, and he's like, "Oh, is this what you're looking for here?"
Oh, the clovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that too. But like, I was thought she's like, "Oh, here, fucking take it, just fucking go."
Yeah, she's just scared, so she's just trying to give the leprechaun the gold because she finds out. But I don't think that's like there was no fighting back from her end.
Okay.
Like I think she's hiding behind Nathan the whole last 30 minutes of the movie.
Would you recommend this movie?
Yeah, I'd recommend it. I would definitely recommend watching it. It's so much fun to watch, but it's like don't expect anything great. You'll enjoy it for Warwick Davis. You'll enjoy it for Alex and Ozzy, in my opinion. But like,
and for men, you'll enjoy it for looking at Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, you get to look at Jennifer Aniston
before she got a nose job.
Justin made a very big point about that. I don't think I'd ever noticed that.
You know?
No, but
I do. You'll see. I mean, if you just watched her, you didn't notice that?
Nope. Did not notice.
She's so fine, bro.
She is.
God, she's so goddamn sad.
So
even now at 50 years old.
So I'd also say go watch the sequels also. If you watch the first one, you have to just continue watching all the ridiculousness that happens in the rest of them. Then you're invested. There's so many damn Leprechaun movies though, which is why it's like an investment. But if you're bored and just want to watch some St. Patty's Day movies, why not?
You know, a similar character that scared me when I was younger are like Gremlins.
Gremlins are scary.
Yeah.
Gremlins, I think they're considering bringing like a reboot to the Gremlins franchise, which would be amazing. I loved Gremlins growing up. Absolutely loved it. My dad loved that movie, so I got to watch it. It's just a fun-ass movie. But this is a fun-ass movie, too. It's just, there's not much meat on its bones.
I respect that. I'd probably have to agree.
I feel like for an hour of the movie, it's just the leprechaun chasing someone around and not really doing anything.
Yeah. I mean, he had a couple... what was your favorite kill, real quick?
The pogo stick.
Yeah.
By far. I thought the pogo stick was absolutely hilarious.
For the people that don't know, please explain.
The pogo stick kill is, they go in, they have the gold, they have one gold coin, they bring it into a pawn shop owner, and basically, pawn shop owner takes it, he's like, all right, well, I'll value it at X amount, and then they bring it, they take it back, but Leprechaun's going and trying to get the gold shilling, gets to the pawn shop, the guy's in his way, knocks the guy down, he's trying to get all his shillings of gold, and ends up just grabbing a pogo stick that was in the corner and jumping on him until he dies. And that's when he takes the go-kart and runs away. It's just ridiculous, and it's
I'll include it in this so that everybody can see what like.
We'll include a small clip of it. It's fantastic.
As long as like no copyrights or whatever. But
no, you can include small clips for educational purposes.
Yeah, you'll see it. It'll be like it's a great kill. Also my favorite kill.
I want me gold coin. Me coin. It's not nice to steal gold coins from a leprechaun. Bad shop owner. Bad shop owner. I'll be back. Now we're going to play. Do you want to play with me? Oh, no! No! This old lep, he played one. He played pogo on his lump. Teach you to steal me gold. Oh. Can't have dirty shoes now, can we? There. Nice and...
So what else? You really enjoyed this movie. Give me... I know I've kind of talked down on this film, but I did really enjoy it. But what... I guess we should really get into like what you kind of would rate the movie. Would you recommend it? And
I would recommend it. Going to the pillar point test. Let me go.
Let's pull up the criteria because I want to kind of go off of it also, and I will add up the numbers and break it down as we get through this and talk about this film on this wonderful St. Paddy's Day. And I think it was a great film to watch on St. Paddy's Day, though. I will say that is wear your green, watch it, do all that good stuff, and then just go ahead and if you've watched one, you may as well watch them all. Like I was saying, it's so much fun just to like disconnect yourself from something that you really need to pay attention to, and something you can just watch without really. Just have one in the background, and if you really want to sit down and get some popcorn and watch with friends and watch how ridiculous it is, it's spot on to do that for. And have a Guinness as well, or a Dos Equis. Gotta do a Dos Equis.
No free ads.
Yeah, hoping to get paid by them eventually.
One day.
One day.
All right, this is all fun. I mean, this is all just fun to me. I'm having such a blast with everything right now. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, we're really excited for our upcoming episodes with Michelle Halloween that will come out, and then also with the home makeover with Haunt Junkies. That'll be absolutely incredible. We got a lot of good stuff going there. I thought about this on my drive over here, is we'll still be doing the horror trivia with He's Crafty, so that's still in the works. We're just trying to find the best time to do that for everybody. Things got a little crazy there for a little bit, so Justin's got to get through his wedding, and then we're going to reassess all that because, honestly, if you're trying to get married, it's probably a lot to do all of this stuff that we got going on. So we've recorded a lot of episodes in advance and keep going through there.
Okay, where the fuck is this?
We do this every week when Justin has the pillar point system where he has to look through his thousands of notes and find it.
Fuck time. Because I should probably just start writing my note. Like, a lot of these notes are notes for episodes, and like, because whenever I watch movies, I'll write shit down, just like stuff I want to bring up and stuff I want to talk about. But then like, I should probably just write shit.
Yeah, and
this dude has a fucking. Hold on, let me show you guys.
I have a notebook that I keep.
I need to invest in.
I think there's like 1 or 2 pages related to work in here. Yeah, there's 1 or 2 pages of work in here because it was sitting in my car. But there's like basically it's all my notes that I take on, and I don't take notes on every single movie I watch. I take notes in preparation for the pod. But there's a lot of films on first watch I watch. I don't take notes when I watch a film for the first time.
This is ridiculous.
But one thing I did want to say is we have one of our supporters, and we know I always like doing this during an episode, is kind of sharing some of the fan films have seen come out recently that I've checked out. So we watched. I
need to watch Dakota's.
Yeah,
I haven't seen this yet.
CNT Films dropped Halloween 4. I watched it the other night. Really liked it. Really like. you can tell like it was the 4th installment of this Halloween film, because if you've watched the other ones of his, so please go check them out. They're a little over an hour long, so they're really like an easy watch, but they're also fun if you enjoy Halloween and Michael Myers. We all love the horror genre, and we all want to be able to create our own content. So it's something really you should go support each other and watch that, and see someone else's take on what they'd like to do. And all this stuff is small stuff that they had wished they had seen in like more Halloween content. All of us can't get as much Halloween content as we want. We got the big release of Halloween Kills coming out later in the year, but Dakota's film I really enjoyed, so go check that out. Tales of the Scorpio Stinger came out, Jason's film. I watched that. I did enjoy it. It's very unique. It got a lot of praise online, and also I believe it won an award, and I apologize, I don't remember what award it won or had got invited to a festival maybe. But it's a really unique film, and the editing is fantastic in that film. I will say that. Maybe we'll get around to covering fan films in a full episode one day. But Justin, if you can't find it, do you want to just give it a rating out of 5?
Well,
Because you've been looking for a hot minute.
Yeah, did I fucking delete it? Like, I know this is crazy.
So, Justin does his a little differently than I do. We've been going back and forth on if we want to do a combined pillar point system, or if we want to have it separately and still have our separate opinions. So when we get our website really moving, we want to have separate ones and stuff like that. But you want me to break it down on what I think and then let you round it out since you like the film? So, the Leprechaun film, I know I can think off the top of my head some of the things to consider are scare factor, directorial touch, acting, and there's quite a few other things in there. But just to let y'all know,
yeah.
And I personally, because it's a fun watch and there are some good spots throughout the film, I still would give it a 2 out of 5 on the pillar point system. I enjoy the movie, but it's not something I watch it every time I plan on watching it during St. Patty's Day or around that time. I'm like, God, this movie drags. Like, there's a lot of stuff, and you can obviously have heard some of the stuff I didn't enjoy as much. But I really loved Alex, I really loved Ozzy, and I really loved Warwick Davis as Lep. And just, they did something unique with having a leprechaun in a horror film. So I commend them for that. But 2 out of 5 for me, Justin.
I found it.
Of course, after 15 minutes.
Yes. I gotta say, because just because I enjoyed it doesn't mean like it's like great or anything like that, right? Everything put together out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Terror factor, cohesiveness, and acting, or cohesiveness and directorial touch, acting, emotional investment, and storyline. After all of that, based off of just those 5 points, I would still also give it a 2. It would be a 2 out of 5 for me. So, Pillar Thriller's rating for this would be a 2.
And would you recommend it?
I would. I mean, even if it's 2, like, it's a fun watch.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is fun.
You don't have to like. You don't have to watch movies that are great all the time, or you don't have to watch, or you don't have to not watch something because it's not good. You can still watch something for the fun of it.
Yeah, you don't have to like lock in on this film and try to dissect everything that happened. So,
but yeah, it was great, man. So, thank you guys for watching this episode. Not great. I don't know why you consider that. It wasn't great, but it is a 2, and we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching this episode.
Yep.
If you guys have any questions, recommendations, we'll reach out to all of you, man. So,
because we haven't figured out what our next film will be after Michelle Halloween, so shoot us some recommendations, and we'll try to get to them.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
Peace.